welcome back to another Humble Experience. I'm Heather, and today we're going to be making a flourless chocolate cake. Gluten-free, very easy. Let's run down the ingredients. I have some almond flour here, some granulated sugar, some butter, unsalted, some rum, some coffee, some eggs, and some bittersweet chocolate. And just to let you know, in the description below, you will find all of the measurements for the ingredients. And make sure you hit that subscribe button. It is a free subscription to the channel, so you don't miss out on these videos. What I'm going to do to start is I'm going to roughly chop my chocolate, and then I'm going to put it over a simmering pot of water on the stove. So let's start with that. Okay, this is the last of my chocolate. So I'm just putting it in my bowl. I have my water behind me simmering. And this was actually 2 bars and 2 chunks for this recipe. So let's get this on the hot water. And you just want a little bit of water in there. You don't want it to actually touch the bowl. And then what we're going to do is that steam from there is actually going to melt the chocolate. This is a double boiler method. Okay, so since I have melted the chocolate, I went and buttered my 9-inch springform pan. And then what I did is I cut a piece of parchment and laid it in the bottom, buttered the top of that as well, sprinkled some cocoa powder inside, getting it all covered. Any excess I did discard. So I got my pan ready, and then I have my eggs separated as well. So what I'm going to do is take my sugar and my egg yolks. I broke one separating them. That's not a big deal. And it's easier to separate eggs if they're not so cold, so you might want to set them out for a little bit. And then I'm going to beat this until it's very pale yellow, like a lemony color. All right, that looks good. See how it's nice and yellow, light pale yellow. So now what I'm going to do is add in my almonds. the coffee, and the rum. Then I'm going to let this cool for a few minutes. In the meantime, what I'm going to do is beat the egg whites until soft peaks form. And I got my bowl for that right here. Gonna rinse off my beaters. Okay, that looks good. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fold in the chocolate into the egg yolk mixture. I'm going to mix this in. All right, so now what we're going to do is fold in the egg whites. To the chocolate. Just be careful not to deflate them. I'm just sort of lifting up the chocolate mixture, scraping down the sides of the bowl as well. And that looks to be good. And then now I'm going to pour it in my pan. Okay, so since I poured the batter into my prepared pan, I'm going to put it in my preheated 325-degree oven for between 35 and 40 minutes. So I'll see you back then. All right, so it's been about 35 minutes, so let's check on that cake. Okay, so here this is. So let's get a toothpick and check that. The center should still be a little damp. And that looks good. So what I'm going to do now is put this on a cooling rack and let it cool completely. Once it's cooled completely, I'm going to take a knife and run it along the edges and then pop that out of the springform pan. Okay, so I've got that out. It's a little crumbly, but that's to be expected. And I have that parchment under there, so I'm just trying to get my spatula under there. Okay, so now I have my powdered sugar, and I'm just gonna do a very generous dusting on top. And this is, like I said, a gluten-free dessert. It's very fudgy cake consistency. It's really delicious. I can't wait for my guests to arrive to try this. So once again, be adventurous, try something new. Give me a like if you enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe. It's a free subscription. Drop me a note in the comments below. And again, thanks for watching.